all day, every day. You know where I'm at. Purple City, all day.
All I want is 100. That's all I want. Man, the dark in the ground. The Sharks versus Calgary. Is that what's gonna happen? Say something. Hold on. Yes. Uh, Dan, come on. 805. My turn. It's 805. Ooh, man. Wait. Okay. Okay. I just got really. Uh, hey. Oh. Yeah. I can go for
Jesus, no man, I make it winter time. Heard the streets hungry. But it's dinner time. Let's take patrol, they patrol the state. Jesus, no man, I patrol the way. Three seats, for the 19 five. Front door service, she ain't even got to drive. Stacks on deck, fuck what a hell of think. Lot of dead white boys, you can money in the bank. Here's a click that I claim. Know some real niggas that claim the same thing. They don't want war, these niggas want peace. 72 carats, I'm a snowman piece. Three black tea and it's a million mother feeling just like me. Yeah, we rolling fat like that overbridge. Color purple, all we smoking is the purple shit. Run like black cats to my strap. Okay, hey, 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 okay. Get me the whole thing. I ain't talking about no that other G. Yo, B. Roastin, what's happening? You ready, nigga? Check. Stay full. You ran through that James, nigga? Check. Okay, let's get it then, nigga. Oh, freak you. Fuck, I've been telling you about, homie. I don't care what hood you represent, homie. How you get it, man? You getting money, homie? This your song, nigga. NFL 24, and all eyes are on Cooper Kupp. It was a nice ride for him a week ago, reaching the century mark and scoring a touchdown.
No.
It's the Rams and the Eagles.
Mr. Cook.
All that and more coming up next on
Mr.
EA
Cook. Mr. Cook. Mr. Cook. Wood. Cook. Mr. Cook. Mr. Cook. Wood. I got a million interceptions. Wood. I got a million interceptions. Wood. Mr. Cook. Okay. Okay. Hey.
Rams team as they interplay. They were winners last time out, so
I don't plan on losing no more.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams. Let's see if they can get that second win in a row.
Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Eagles, they too were winners last time out, so something's got to give here.
I love it when both teams come out with great mindsets, and it usually leads to a really well-played game.
Oh, well, I'm just from free. Oh, my controller's here. Hey, what's up? What you want, big girl?
A touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. So here the Rams set to go to work on offense.
What you want? What you want? What you want?
50,000-yard mark in passing for his career a season ago.
Mm-hmm.
Year 15 now.
That feel good. Keep it going.
And the reason I do, he tends to stand
Keep it going.
too much ruffling. He will manage the game the way it needs to be managed, take what the defense gives him, and then he can strike at times. Had a touchdown pass. Yes, he had an interception last week, but he found a way for his team to win.
Yeah.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Hey, stop, man. What are you doing?
The numbers for
Leave my song alone. Stop.
18 carries.
Will you leave my phone alone?
Nice solid shot.
See, that's why you ain't allowed in here. You go on back in there.
With his numbers, he certainly had a quality day and produced when called upon.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. They'll go again here with Akers.
Oh,
And
no.
not a whole lot there. Maybe a yard to the 27. And here, Charles, is a look at the inactive, some of the guys that are out today due to
Everybody out for the
And this is
season.
where the preseason work comes into play for some of those backups.
We need to do
It's not
some
just
serious
getting
work
some
in the
experience on
offseason.
the field, but preparing each week in practice
Niggas is
as if
hurt.
they were going to play. And when you have
Okay,
guys like
hey.
that on your team, you've got a chance for success when the injury bug hits.
an early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8.
Gave a Coca-Cola
Shotgun
thing.
snap for Stafford.
Throw it to him. Throw it to him.
He
My life.
was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Juvie.
Have a chance to scan
Still.
the field there. It felt like he had a chance to
Man,
scan
but
it
that
twice.
field
The
open.
protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage
Touch it with your
downfield,
bouncing it, for.
equally good.
G play.
On is the punter Charlton.
he and
Now he's
CJ.
able to get this one away. Fielded just inside the 30. A 40-yard
DJ.
punt, give him 3 on the return. And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10.
Supposed to ping your
So
cash
here
with
come
me.
the Eagles, the defending
Hold me
NFC
down.
champs, led out by a man who is the
Throw me
runner-up to
down.
Patrick Mahomes and MVP
Look at that.
dominant
14
season ago.
interception. That man is off the chain.
I love today's NFL because it is high-flying.
He was sick. He had COVID that first week we
Some risk
played.
involved, but how about him
That
eliminating
nigga
all
had
that last
COVID.
week? 3 touchdown passes, incredible yardage,
Yeah, almost 400.
big-time game.
Got the cup.
They'll throw on 1st down.
Yeah.
Hurts.
Let's just get some.
And
What?
that is
Come on. Can you not hold on to the ball?
coverage a little too good
You
there.
will get fired.
2nd down.
Put it like that.
Albert
We
Okwuegbunam,
will get rid of you.
The intended target. That'll bring up 2nd down. You talk about this Rams
Oh.
defense. They enter this one 18th in the NFL.
Not
in
a
stopping
gate
the
up.
run.
When people talk about facing a challenge,
In my life.
they are
Oh
certainly
my.
getting one in this ballgame because they're rushing unit in the NFL, which means this is going to be a contest they've got to be prepared for from the first snap. Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness.
Because it's my year mine. I don't want none of them plays. This game is so sorry. Why would you give somebody those options? They just show you the chopper.
Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first.
They want you to lose.
Hurts. Flush to his right.
Okay. Go.
Hurts dangerous when he runs that football. He's got a first.
He's a talented runner, and that means he's always looking for bigger gains when he takes off. Certainly found some bonus yards there beyond the first down marker, and this early drive will continue with that extra.
But not the Gator Cola, man. In my life, somewhere in my life.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And not much there at all.
Those lanes tight. We're gonna have to open them up. We can't run ball like that. We just can't do that.
Yeah, what stood out to me on tape?
Yeah, my life. Okay.
Yeah,
my life. Well.
And they're playing with extreme confidence.
Okay.
First throw taken in by Watkins here.
I don't need nobody getting hurt.
To the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Philadelphia.
Just understand, those passing lanes are open. Those running lanes are closed.
But they can throw it too, as evidence right there. And they move the chains here on this opening drive.
Steps away to his left. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete.
Oh, man, crunch me.
That'll bring up second down.
Man, it's damn field. You and your man's killed. First round lottery pick. You know what? That's alright.
Here's 2nd and 10.
What you got? Them niggas in the zone.
Slot man moves right. They just do get the playoff as he look to throw, eluding the pressure right. Well, he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. First down, 18-yard gain.
Give him a little extra credit there. His head was cool as the play broke down. Didn't force a throw, and in the end, got to show off his athleticism with a nice gain to bring up a new set of downs.
Listen to Drew because it's my year man. Bro, they got the most garbage play. That's what you get trying to rely on a computer. Father God, I've been betrayed. Feel like they treat me like a slave.
One of the selling points of the in route is it gives the quarterback a really nice sight line to his receiver and almost on a direct shot able to
niggas we done 10 too.
And have a great chance of success as they did on that play.
On 2nd down, Swift.
Hey,
he's going to be met.
That shit is not happening.
He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. As usual, the hallmark.
He's like, fuck me.
Linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
I'm gonna learn your lesson. Show a nigga. Damn, did I know this nigga? Man, they is hitting the heck out of Jalen Hurts. I'm gonna get them in hurt.
Give him 8 yards on the play, and they pick up the first.
Well, they use him a lot out
I've been betrayed. I feel like they treat me like a slave. My mistakes. Pray for me and make me cold.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10.
Impressing me and made me go hard. So, why did he running back all across the field, dude? Jalen Hurts running slow as hell. Why he didn't run it route? Man, that man tired.
Whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Turning the ball. Okay, ain't right. Push shit. He hood rich. Go meet boy, I let them kill us, bro. Can you run your route this time, please?
Here's Hurts to throw.
I don't know what type of coverage that was. Man. I just picked that man up from the free agency.
Eagles are on the board first on the road here in LA.
But I probably should have hit Brown. Look at him. I don't know.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from
I would be my luck. I'd have threw that and it would have been a pick.
And he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
You got so much to live for.
Good with a PAT, and that makes the score 7-0.
They announced the release of NCAA 25. But no, they didn't release the date. They said it's coming. They'll be letting you know in a couple months.
To the 25-yard line. So the Rams coming back onto the field, their second drive of the game. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got a look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good start. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
You better put me on him. That would have been picked off.
They've been pretty much a mess against the pass, number 31 in the league.
And when you're getting ready to face the #1 overall offense in the NFL, it does not matter.
They got the #1 offense.
You got your hands full. You don't know what you're going to face, but you know
we play them.
strong unit that you're getting ready.
Oh, look.
I
appreciate it.
This one incomplete as well.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
The threat of a second straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10. Now Stafford. To the sideline and
You take that. This the #1 offense in the league right here? What? Y'all some chumps.
And talk about what worked for them last week in their win.
Okay. Hey, trying to give Boston, George, and Diego money. They stack it all up like Lego money.
This is a good kick as well.
Call it Tetris. 100 carats in my necklace. You would see the clouds. No, not me.
So back onto the field here.
I'm an opportunist. Heard what I said? Yeah, me too. White, green, all these free agents better fill your team like John Madden, because I played in the game like John Madden. It's out there. Get on your grind and get it. Gotcha. In there, I'm going to take a shot. Take your hands in there. In there, bitch, in it. It's out there. Oh shit! I could have threw. He had him beat, but I wouldn't. Nigga, must I remind you? Do what they want, boys. Do what they can, and it ain't no secret. I'm a grown ass man, and I solemnly swear to lead them all with more food than I could possibly wear. Oh my God! I did not see him. Damn.
Able to record his 5th sack of the
He
season.
took all my
Competition comes up in so many different ways, and right now, this unit, Their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. Had about 5 sacks last week. We just saw the
Nigga
first
took a
one
100-yard sack. 100-yard loss. Hands in the air. You put your hands in the air. And that bitch in it is out there.
Back to throw here.
No. Oh my God.
Going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Then it comes up again. Then it comes back up again. Ups to down. The old time. Good just a week ago. Whole click was eating good just a week ago. Big blunt. And the master plan why I smoked this blunt. You hear what that man said? Did you hear what that man just said? Listen to that.
They're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10.
Come on, man. What's wrong with this shit? Oh, fuck. A week ago, make another master plan while I smoke this blunt. Remember being there before? Oh, come on, man. See, I ain't focused. It took me out the game. Come on, let's go. Third person. Word, yours. Okay, I ain't getting it. It's out there. Don't make me stop it. Don't make me.
Get used to the ground shaking.
I got the boo-boo, coach. Come on. Damn. Damn, turd. I ain't got my head like that, man. Goddamn. He's out there. Hey, you put your hands in the air. Just put your in the air. Get out of here, shit.
If you're these receivers, you got to be ready because when he's going to throw it quick on that RPO, he's going to throw it quick.
And this is why you spend time
with your
guy, either in the off season, during the week, the whole bundle. Sometimes it's just telepathy. You both see the same thing, and he knows.
Oh, I knew I should have did that. Fuck, dude. They wouldn't have ran that play had I not blitzed. This is an AI, man. Don't forget that. Like they would have ran that fucking play, bro. Kidding.
Extra point by Moore, up and good.
Wow. I probably should have did my homework before I played this game. I don't know what type of team they are. They're gonna kill me. I just blitzed the hell out of them, man. Psych.
And the drive will begin at the 25 as Scott is going to stay in the end zone. The Eagles offense back out onto the field.
What? How did he get hurt? I wasn't even on the field. This man dislocated his shoulder on the sideline, man. That's how they hurt all your players. Wow, this game is so steady. I might as well just run verticals and run it with Jalen Hurts. That's all they give me. Just watch this. Oh my God. I didn't even get a yard. Come on, give me a yard, please. Please. Beep. Okay, we gotta get something going.
Not fighting just to get back to the line of scrimmage, as we saw right there.
I don't like that. I'll make M's, nigga.
Second down, here's Hurts. Fires the quick slant. A.J. Brown's got it. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Hurts connecting there with Brown for the Eagles first.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on it, and they pick up a first down.
I cannot run the ball at all. But shit, not in my house. Doing that.
Ain't nothing to. See what it is. Yeah, we just gonna have to run Brown all over the field on the air.
This will be caught once again by Brown. He was
What?
locked in.
And see, they always got this, so I don't know if he's really hurt or not.
How about the combination of route
No,
running,
he's not.
confidence going downfield, and the ability to go up and get the football? You're exactly right. It was hard for them to stop him.
With the bag. Come on, man. Can we get an inch? Let's see if we can get an inch. Look at those tight ends. Look at those. Protect me.
They will run straight ahead with Swift.
Wow. An inch was all they had out there.
Good enough for a first. I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping
I
out.
don't like to look at that shit there, bro.
Last drive they went 3 and out.
In my direction, see if you talking about that ain't in my direction. Oh, look at that fucking throw, bro. This game is so fucking weak.
Well, we've seen quarterbacks get away with throwing the ball on the run, no doubt, but this and listen, you're not always going to have a clean pocket.
This game won't be lose. Let him throw it. Look, see when they throw me something, he ain't even throw the ball.
What you can get away with and what you can't when you're trying to make a throw like that. That incompletion certainly slows things down a little bit and brings up a very important call for 2nd and long. What do? Run and try and get some yardage and make it 3rd and manageable? Or challenge the coverage again, hoping for a bigger gain? Here's Stafford now on 2nd down.
Where is this guy?
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a 1st down. Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place. And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. Nothing on that one. It'll be 2nd down. Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play.
Split wide receiver backfield.
Okay.
What y'all want to do? What y'all want to do? I want some trickery in here. Around, come back around.
To the air again, Stafford. Going to be taken in here by Nakua.
Oh,
He's going to
fucking
go out
hell.
of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. He's already topped his receiving output from a week ago, and we're just in the 1st quarter, as that's a 1st down.
And I got a big old swole ass linebacker.
Give this to Akers.
Look at this. Look, what is my defense doing?
Stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the 1st quarter.
Going all out.
Akers will struggle to get to the line of scrimmage as he'll be tackled back at the 4-yard line. These two teams all tied after 1. The Rams with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter. As they come up now 2nd and goal. Now it's Stafford.
No.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. Out of the gun, Stafford. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Problems on third down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on third down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the third down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on first and second down.
So
Alright, let's go.
Speed up. Turnover the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing the coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense, the firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, take it back in there.
Want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit. Maybe their splits a little.
Look at that shit. I'm going to bump his ass.
Big play there for Philly. 53 yards.
Well, it worked his way quite a bit in this first half, and with good reason. You can see it there. He has such a handful defensively, just too hard to keep him under wraps, and delivers a big play here for this offense.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Swift going to try up the middle. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. They had the huge play last time. Here it is a much smaller gain of 2.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that
and
last
it ain't giving me no
not much is going to change in that area.
I tell you what, though.
To get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Second down, here's Jalen Hurts.
Let's go.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A.J. Brown, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Eagles have regained the lead. They went empty backfield, all their weapons out wide, so there really was no secret here to what they were going to do.
No secret, but they still had to execute it, and they still had to protect the guy throwing the ball, because oftentimes when you empty the backfield, people bring pressure at you. They managed to hold in there and successfully complete the touchdown pass.
All right, we just to speed this game up. We're gonna let the CPU play a couple downs. Let's jump to the next play. Let's kick off. First and 10, 5-yard rush. 5-yard. Wow, wow. You know what? I'm gonna man this up. They let them drive all the way down. The object of the game is to just get beat, you know, for me.
On second down, here's Stafford.
Yeah.
Throw out wide is incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
He probably ran the ball.
Of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific.
I'm taking a chance again. I'll just play over the top. Oh, shit.
The passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to convert by 20 there on 3rd and 1.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
That is fucking ass.
They push him back to the 34. Jalen Carter in there to record the second sack of his young NFL career.
Carter showing off just a bit with that sack, and can we remark just how perfect a landing spot he got in Philadelphia? Reunited with a bunch of Georgia teammates, adds another potential star to maybe the league's best defensive front.
Throwing on second and long. Stafford. That's into the hands of Tutu Atwell. That was the 9th play of the drive, and they pick up 9 yards with it. The offense on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 9. Here's Stafford. And this is going to be incomplete. 4th down now looming after.
Had I let that computer play that, they would have ran out of field score, bro.
You're in field goal range, so you definitely don't want to be loose with the ball. And that's great work by this defense to force a 4th down.
Marr able to put this one through. And the lead is down to 1 now, 14-13. So the margin shrinks there as they get the field goal to drive a bit closer here in the second quarter.
Yeah, nice snap, nice hole. They just want to keep this game close, so give them credit for finishing that one off with 3.
And the drive will begin at the 25 as Scott is going to stay in the end zone. Eagles offense and A.J. Brown headed back out there. He's delivered a solid performance so far here in the second quarter.
Everything has been good for him. And right now, if you're on defense, you don't want it to go to great. So you have to just change up coverages and looks on him all the time. Press coverage sometimes.
Well, that man on fire. We're going to keep going.
Show some zone, double teaming, make him really work for each and every catch.
He's hit the end zone once. Maybe there's more in the tank.
Ooh.
Now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Ain't back
He's trying to get the completion downfield. The way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made
you
along
niggas
the
know
way,
my name.
he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield.
Yeah.
That's the big play
Arm
that
and
shreds the
hammer with his
defense.
coat, nigga.
Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback. I gotta throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40.
Mix up Arm and Hammer with his coke.
Over 100 yards in the wild card round. He's over 100 here as well. And first down.
At long last, the Eagles have
Cook
found their key number 1 receiver. They dealt with Brown in last year's draft, and all he did in year 1 was set a new franchise record for yards for best in the league. He gets him a first down there.
He's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
Cranberry. Yeah, came with the shot. What the? Come on, bro. This game is so whack. Bro, I threw it. Like I was supposed to throw it. Man, that's crazy.
And that's a ball that he is going to want to keep his
threw that bitch way over there, man.
And I love what teams do.
That's what I hate about this playing this AI shit.
Grabs it, he puts a piece of tape on it, writes on it so that you know what it is, and then they tuck it away so that you can have it for later and put it on your mantle. Pretty good deal for him right there. Now he's eager to get back out on the field and get his second one.
45 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. From the 46, here's 2nd and 4. Off the fake to Akers, here's Stafford. And he's got his man.
Get the fuck out of here, dude.
And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Starting to rack up the yardage here in this first half. 5 catches now and a first down. Play action. Stafford. He's got a man. It's his fullback. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And it's second down.
It's pretty easy to overlook the fullback when you're making your assignments defensively in the pass coverage game. But in this case, they made him pay for that oversight and picks up a nice gain.
Throwing is Stafford. Open man is Higbee, the tight end. And Higbee going to have a Rams first down as he takes it down to the 20-yard line. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive continues. Stafford throwing quickly, complete out wide. And that's good for a pickup of 10
I
yards.
kept it too real.
They'll be left with a second and about a foot. Was that a design pass, or what was that?
It was built into the play call. He had the opportunity to either hand it inside, keep it himself to run it, or do what he just did. Throw that pass inside.
Come on. Why they ain't good? Bro, I did a run committed. Well, I do got this shit on simulation, man.
Now to add the extra point.
I'll probably take that off simulation, put it on competitive.
And that'll make this a 6-point game. So the drive there took 6 plays.
Oh,
and it was Cam
really
Akers who capped it off with a touchdown. This fielded right at the goal line. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Wide receiver A.J. Brown, you see he and the rest of his mates returning to the field here, making his presence felt early in this one. First half, already over the century mark.
How about the yards per completion, too? That's a pretty darn good number there. Number of catches, but his shredding defense is getting big yardage with each and every one of them.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Goodwin. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards.
Well, there's no disputing. He's made some poor throws in this first half, but this was a good one. And you can bet this is an offense that isn't going to pull back. They believe in what he can do. So all he can do is look forward, and they pick up a first down.
And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Hurts sets up to throw it. And that's out to the flat.
Wow, come on, bro.
He'll
What
be
the fuck
taken
is
down
that?
at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
My fault, nigga. I
Following the
kept
play
it
now,
too
they
real.
stop the clock here as a man is shaken up. 3rd and 9 here. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams 30. A good pickup there of 22.
Oh, that's a big let-off there on 3rd down because you've got to account for the running back coming out of the backfield. They didn't, and they got burned, not just for the first down.
You need to put that down, baby. Why are you playing with that?
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Throwing his Hurts. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
Here's Hurts to throw. Eluding the pressure right. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
I'm not quite sure what he thought he saw there, but the reality was certainly a much different picture than what he anticipated. And give credit to the defense. They were down on a flash when he broke out of there, and they forced him out with almost nothing to show for his efforts.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. That's complete to Swift out of the backfield. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. The Eagle passing game looking good on this drive. It's a first down.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going.
Flushed out right. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. A.J. Brown with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Eagles are an extra point away from moving out in front in the final minute of the half. These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but
Get on back in there.
offensive
Where
coordinators
you
are
going?
enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up, and we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf.
Get on back.
Today it's track shoes, because that's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far. Fun to watch. Elliott good with a PAT, and that will give him the lead here as we get on towards halftime. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
20 minutes game coming.
And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. The offense trots back out, ready for this next drive. And there's the running back, Cam Akers. They're behind in the first half here, CD, but it's not through any fault of their running back. He's had a strong start to this one.
And you're right about that, partner, because watching him play, you would think that his team is in the lead. He has been a lot of fun in this contest. Now let's see if they can actually make something happen and put more points on the board behind his efforts.
Yeah, I'm curious to see, Charles, if they can play complementary football and get that passing game going as well. Now Stafford. Looking underneath, he's got Akers. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Stafford looking to throw on 3rd and 1. He's got his target. That's complete. The Rams going to be forced to use their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. On first down, Stafford here. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here.
No sense risking anything there on first down. Even though he's still in the pocket, he had a receiver out to his side, so just put that in a spot where the only people who could make a play on it are the trainers and the coaches. Well done.
And he comes back with one complete. Nifty running there, but it'll come on what should be the final play of half number 1. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thank you very much. More from you, too, in just a bit. But first, let's get everybody caught up with what's going on around the NFL here in Week 5. We'll get started up at FedEx Field in our nation's capital. And as you see, they were winners back on Thursday night. Sam Howell, 4 touchdown passes in the victory. From there, let's get over to the Rockies to check out the Broncos at home in Denver. And it's the visiting Jets who have the lead in that one. The man in a different shade of green, Aaron Rodgers, with a touchdown pass. Finally, let's get down to Miami to see what's going on with the Dolphins. And they were winners in that one over the visiting New York Giants. Tua Tagovailoa, terrific in the victory as his guys up their mark to 4-1 now. This one's been all you could hope for as an NFL fan. Just a 1-point game here at halftime. This has been as much fun as you could hope for with both these teams in it to win it. With both of these offenses having their way, it's not likely they'll need to be doing a whole lot at halftime. But the defenses are definitely in need of some adjusting.
I need to run.
Let's go back out to Brandon and Charles.
I was trying to throw medium. I should have went inside. Oh, damn. I messed it up.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back under.
Dang, I made the wrong adjustment.
And the drive will begin at the 25 as Scott is going to stay in the end zone. So here are the Eagles to take over. They got the victory last week. That was against Washington, and now they lead this ball game as well. Set to go here, 1st and 10. Third quarter starts with a run from Swift. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
In need of only about the length of the football here on second down. They'll stay on the ground.
There is no fucking way.
Behind the line of scrimmage. A second down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
That's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
They need 2. Here's third down. Now back to throw.
Oh my God. Look at that, man.
Picked off by Darian Kendrick. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
3 interceptions. This game is so goddamn whack, bro. You can't throw the ball without shit getting intercepted. Fucking AI is too good, man. You cannot beat the AI.
65 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
I'm not dying, coach. Got it.
On 1st and 10, Stafford. This one brought in by Jefferson. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 12 yards that time for number 12 as they move the chains.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
They'll give him 4 yards there, and it's second down. Stafford now to throw.
There's no way he didn't cover that. Come on, bro.
He'll get this down inside the 5
Cover
to the
2.
4 before he's out of bounds. It'll go as a gain of 4. And now we've got a 3rd down and 3. To the air again, Stafford.
No fucking
Touchdown Rams. 4 yards on the touchdown grab. And the Rams have taken a 3rd quarter lead. Stafford's going to try and throw for it.
Bro, are you fucking...
So we'll have to see what that's about.
Whoa, man.
So they say he went out of bounds, came back in, then touched the football.
Can't be the first guy to touch it when you come back in bounds. That's why the penalty goes against him. Have to know where you are on the field.
Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. So now, Charles, this drive, maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time.
And I got a million
interception. Everyone goes through this because even the best in the
game,
you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a 1st down.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his
tight end. He was going to even turn up the field.
That's a staple of this offense. Drag it out to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
From just shy of midfield, here's 2nd and 2. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And his throw here is going to be incomplete.
Dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
after the incompletion. Here now, 3rd and 2. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw, escaping the pressure right. And he'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. No one there to help out downfield, but no problem scrambling for 22 and a first.
It was starting to become a game for him to forget with the interceptions, but that's a step in the right direction. Not only did he choose to run it instead, but he saw the field well and made a nice pickup to get a new set of downs.
So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. They'll look to throw here.
Well, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Now a 2nd and 10. Hurts. And he's got the speedster Goodwin. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively. But they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Here's Swift. And he will take this one in for an Eagle touchdown. DeAndre Swift taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Eagles have taken the lead here in this 3rd quarter.
Sometimes you get a 1st and goal and you're back near the 7, 8, 9-yard line and you start thinking, maybe we'll run it here on 1st down to get half of what we need, so maybe we can have 2 or 3 shots at going for it from closer range. So this is a bonus right here. What a great run to work his way into the end zone.
So now I gotta go for 2. You know what?
Eagles offense staying out there. Of course, Hurts always a threat to run. They'll go for 2. They'll try and throw for it. Flush to his right. And he'll get into the end zone to push the lead up to a field goal. So they make the decision. They want a 3-point lead versus a 2-point lead, and they got it.
Yeah, at this stage of the game, it seems like the exact right thing to do. Put a little pressure on your defense, but the biggest thing now is you're making the other team chase you.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. L.A. set to take over again on offense. Stafford and the Rams come up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. He starts with a give to Akers. He's able to force his way through one man, but he can muster only about a yard on the play. 2nd down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Here's Stafford now on second down. Throw left side.
Get out.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Stafford to his #1 guy Cup for a Los Angeles first. That catch, by the way, number 542 in his NFL career. That draws him level with Lance Allworth, who was a Hall of Famer with the Chargers back in the 60s and 70s.
Yeah, the man they called Bambi. So if you're in that type of territory, catch the same number of passes he caught, you know you're on your way to a big-time career.
Are you fucking kidding me? Did you see that animation?
It'll be second down.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way, and really we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
And now Stafford's going to move him around.
Get it up, man.
Stafford. That'll be caught by Cup. And Cup going to pick up the Rams first down as he'll be taken down at the 46. It's a gain of 8, and it'll wind up moving the chains. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 46. They'll run out of the gun with Akers. James Bradbury there to make the tackle.
Oh, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
Back to throw, Stafford. That's into the hands of Akers, complete. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 28. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
But they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game. And
Can't stop nothing they doing.
Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Off the fake to Akers, here's Stafford.
Yeah.
And this is going to be intercepted.
That's what we need.
Picked up by James Bradbury.
We need.
And the Eagles are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. And that could turn out to be a giant play, Charles. You got an offense driving to take the lead, but they're turned away on the INT.
And I think that we might look back on this in the 4th quarter and say, that was the play of the game.
Eagles set and ready for their next offensive drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time. We can repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Eluding the pressure right.
Oh, I should have got
that. Incomplete.
Well, here's a classic second guess. I thought he had a better chance of a positive play if he just ran it himself. The coverage downfield was really good. That one falls incomplete.
A good action to this point in the 3rd quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10. Hurts sets up to throw it. Got a man. It's Brown. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. He's been big. 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a first down here. He's certainly been a huge factor in this one. He's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the first.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover and double and triple and do what you have to do? But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 11 more on that one and another first down.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
On first down, Hurts flushed out right. Man open, it's Goodwin. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
So from Rams territory now, it's first and 10. Late at
Yeah.
the 40. Here's Hurts to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. The escapability in evidence there as that one good for 15 and a first.
He's starting to fall into the category of not fair, because when he's on target throwing the ball, he's dangerous. But when you add in his ability to make plays with his feet, almost impossible.
Yeah, exactly. They've had trouble stopping him in the secondary. This time they've got the great coverage. Oh, he can run too. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
Throwing his Hurts. Flush to his right.
Could have had a touchdown.
And get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Taking matters into his own hands, and he picks up 4 yards and a first down.
As he came to the line of scrimmage, he knew he didn't need much to reset the chain, so when he saw the space he needed, no hesitation. He went to the marker and got his guys a first down.
From the gun, here's Swift. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
Good play there. I just fucking
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And that's out to the flat for Swift. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. They get 6. That'll leave him with 3rd and 4. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now you get to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
Back now in Los Angeles. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. The Eagles on 3rd down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. They'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right.
damn.
It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th. So a big kick coming now for Jake Elliott. This to swell the lead to 6. The kick by Elliott is good, and that will add 3 more to their lead. It pushes it up to 6. So they get to 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. Here's a Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession.
And that last turnover could have proven more costly, but their defense only gave up 3. But now answering with a field goal doesn't do them much on this drive. They need to try and find the end zone.
Come on. No way. They know that.
He'll be taken down, but
they're not going to do that.
Across midfield. 97 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Now a first down throw. Stafford. Looking underneath, he's got Akers. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that'll make it second down.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play, a one-on-one matchup if someone's trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those too.
To the right side and complete to Jefferson. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. And it appears we've got a member of the Rams shaken up on that last play. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. Stafford looking to throw on 3rd and 1.
Joey, Buster.
As tight ends go, he might not provide the super flashy plays very often.
They're going for it. Oh, my God.
Usually an excellent target and normally catches what's thrown to him, but he didn't on that play.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Here we go on 4th. Stafford.
Get out of here, bro.
He's going to have the Rams first down. As they'll wind up getting close to 10 yards there. They only needed 1 on 4th and 1. Stafford. Short throw, it's Higbee. They'll wind up getting just a yard, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
They'll fake the give. Now Stafford.
Got him.
It's intercepted. Picked off by Reed Blankenship.
Let's go.
The Eagles are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line.
So rare to see any quarterback toss back-to-back interceptions in the NFL, regardless of status or experience. Whether it's him personally or just the offensive game plan, I think this defense is reading something out there, and they're holding the upper hand.
The Eagles coming out as they get ready. Another important 4th quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage.
All right, let's see what we're going to do. Slam. Yeah, they got me in the end zone too. Shit.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts.
Oh my God.
Incomplete there.
This is a scary spot to be in.
They were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
2nd down. Here's Hurts.
Oh my goodness. I am going to throw a pick.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now.
That's
They're going for more.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Flushed out right. He'll get this off to Smith.
Get out, man.
And they'll mark him down right around the 9, just shy of the 10. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down. I hate to surrender the football when you're nursing a slim lead, but they're going to have to punt it away. Trust that defense.
It's the right play at this stage of the game as well. You don't need to press it here because you do have that little bit of a cushion, and you count on your D to make it stand up.
So from their own end zone here, this kicks away. And a fair catch called for and taken right on the midfield stripe. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And the Rams are going to start this drive in great field position as they take over.
There we go.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Complete. Jefferson the target. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it'll be second down. They give up the middle to Akers.
There's no fucking way, bro.
40 to the 39. 104 yards rushing for Akers, and this is a first down.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
Stafford on first down. And his throw here's incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
Play action. Stafford. Going to be taken in here by Nakua. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
That's the first line always disappearing, bro. This game is rigged.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
Change right at the last minute.
Throwing on 3rd down. Stafford.
See how that first down line always, that's a kind of glitch right
First
there,
down
bro.
as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 12-yard line. Excellent
Can't
play
stop
there on 3rd down. Give them 25 yards. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. On the give, this is Akers. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker.
What? Wow.
Take this one in for a Rams.
I mean, if you're supposed to lose, you gotta lose. So. Damn.
His second touchdown of the game, his third.
How did they pull my whole defense to the other side of the field?
Going back on top here in the 4th.
That is wild.
A very important extra point there, up and good. And they have taken the lead here in this 4th quarter. This take it in at the goal line.
Oh, that is
Just
wild.
past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. And he'll manage to break a tackle and get this forward for a couple. It'll be second down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get up,
Oh, I still got the
their
true
job is to
clock
go ahead and get
on.
low,
Yeah.
almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Hurts. Escaping the pressure right.
Look at that.
And this one too low.
Poor
It's
fucking
been a mistake for
accuracy.
him as a passer and as a runner. One of the few mistakes he's made in this ball game. The wrong choice on that one. That one goes incomplete.
Run it
The
again.
Eagles on 3rd down. 5 out of 9 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts.
Look at that. Wow.
He had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him.
He
It's
was
incomplete.
open. This game is so fucking He was
So
fucking
here we go.
open.
The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Flush to his right. That's to his running back.
You gotta be fucking.
To his 30 before he's out of bounds. The Eagles unable to convert there
Wow.
on 4th.
Let's just let the computer end the game. I mean, it's not gonna really fucking matter.
So on 4th down,
Oh, they
out
ran
trots
the
the
clock
kicker
out,
in a big
too.
spot here. This to get the lead up to 4. The kick by Maher is good. And high fives for that one as that drive
You
is
got
over.
one drive to get it
So
right.
the big return had him fired up, but in the end, the offense stalls out. They only muster 3.
Yeah, the excitement was there after the return, but they didn't move the ball at all after that. They didn't even get a first down.
And the drive will begin at the 25 as Scott is going to stay in the end zone. Hurts and the Eagles now down by 4. A little under 2.5 to go. They'll have 2 timeouts and, of course, also the 2-minute warning as they go to work on first down. They'll throw on first down with Hurts. And it's
Come on.
Well, he doesn't drop many like that one. Second down.
Man.
Everything looked right on that play except the conclusion. He dropped it, an in route,
Hey,
going
man.
into a little bit of traffic, maybe in the back of his
There's
mind.
some
he's
money in
wondering
your
where the hit
shirt.
was going to
Oh.
come from.
They run out of the gun with Swift. And from the 25, they work this to the
Wow.
29, a gain of 4.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset.
I don't know,
Come to the
babe.
line now on a 3rd and 6.
Pooping here? Oh my god.
Hurts sets up to throw it, eluding the pressure right. And that's complete to Brown. And he's going to get out of bounds with the first down. So that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the first and save a timeout.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed, too.
Get out of here, bro.
There's a pass on first
Can you
down
not?
that's knocked away and incomplete.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It
What,
stops the clock
man?
and let your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Back to throw. Flushed out right. And he'll be corralled out
First.
across midfield down to the 45.
If they get a game-changing score on this drive, it's going to be because of plays like that. That run was pure heart. Took it himself, found a way to reset the downs, and advance the ball.
He'll look to throw. That's complete to Swift out of the backfield. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Escaping the pressure right. This is caught. It's Brown. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams 18.
And this is obviously a spot where you lean on your stars. Get the ball to them in open space and let them do what they do.
Two timeouts still available in this final minute. It's 1st and 10 now. Back to throw. Forced out to his left.
Come on, bro. Come on, bro. Come on, bro.
As that falls incomplete.
You had him.
Time left on the clock after that incompletion.
possession, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a nonstop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession.
Oh,
if they
no.
can.
It drives some people crazy to see those short throws underneath. They gotta find a way to gash the defense downfield.
What can they draw up now? Time to find out on a 3rd and 8.
I have to double slant these. These are all good.
He's back to throw. Being chased out left.
Touchdown, fucking Jaguars, nigga. Let's go, bitch. Now, there's no way. Hey, baby.
Late in the 4th quarter.
Partner, that's a job well done by
I could
everyone.
do
The players
that,
taking
too. I
guys
don't
calling
want
the
to.
plays, and if I may introduce just one downside to the mix, might be a little bit too much time left. Enough on the clock for a final last-ditch effort to try and steal this win away.
Nah, they ain't gonna steal this. If they steal this win, bro, I will.
Now an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal. He's got it, and this is indeed up to a 3-point lead. So the drive goes 75 yards, 10 plays, and was polished off by the touchdown run from the 16-yard line. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee, and they'll start things out at the 25. So now it's the Rams' turn, trailing by a field goal, 34 seconds to go. They need, at minimum, 3 points out of this as they come up 1st and 10. Stafford. Pass complete.
Outside, dude.
The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go. Now Stafford. Looking underneath, he's got Akers.
There is no fucking way this nigga is just
Shy of the 40.
fucking.
The Rams will signal for a timeout, their second. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
Muscling through
Now it's
everything,
Stafford.
dude.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Get out,
And the clock
man.
will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Now Brett Maher for the field goal try. This to potentially send us to overtime. And his kick is indeed good. And they will tie this game here in the final seconds. So a money kick there in the final seconds. And now, barring any hijinks on the kickoff here, partner, I think you and I, we're going to settle in for a little overtime.
And I wouldn't have it any other way. This has been a dogfight all through regulation. No reason to think it won't continue in the extra period.
So 4 quarters wasn't enough, and we are off to overtime. Don't change that dime. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
So it's the Eagles who will get the first chance to go down and find a winner as they'll get it here, and we are back underway. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And everyone knows the OT rules, Charles, but pretty simple formula. They go down and get a field goal, we continue play, but if they can find the end zone on this possession, ball game over.
And as meticulously as all teams plan for a game, I don't doubt for a second on that offense coordinator's play sheet, he's got some overtime plays that he wants to run. I know it sounds crazy, but they
Come
plan for
on.
everything. 1st and 10 all the way throughout the game, 2nd and 7, whatever. Right now, he's looking at that play sheet saying, if we get to overtime, what can we break out that they haven't seen?
2nd down, here's Jalen Hurts.
What?
He'll want that one back. Incomplete.
Bro.
He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down.
Wow.
It's rare that a receiver of his caliber would drop one pass, but that's now 2 times he's had his mitts on one and lost it.
Yeah, and I don't think that they're going to lose confidence in him, though, because of the track record. Such a good player, maybe having a bad game. I think they'll still go to him in a critical spot.
Here's Hurts to throw.
Go. 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 That's what I'm talking about. Fucker.
And it is absolute stunned silence here as they win it on the road in
Wow.
overtime. Well, you never know
Oh,
what you're going to expect
fucking
when you come to the stadium to call a game. Sometimes you get good ones, sometimes you get bad ones, sometimes you get great ones, and that's what we had here. What an exciting finish on that last big play.
And I think that as we look at it, when you're talking about a great finish, which went along with the
Oh,
game,
well, I
it
thought number
obviously
4
was
was gonna
dramatic
catch
because we
me,
did
bro.
get into overtime.
Oh, shit.
What type of play calls do you have left? What have you not shown? Or what have you made an adjustment
Yeah, I had to
to
come
what
away
you've
with a
worked on all
victory
the way
tonight.
through? It's going to give you the play we saw to win the
Oh,
game.
my
I know everyone's
God.
thinking that was something that they just drew up. It might have been something they've been working on, and now they got the right matchup.
So for the Eagles, they move a step closer to 500 as their record improves to 2-3. That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL.
Dang,
From Los
550
Angeles, so long,
yards of
everybody.
offense, man. That's crazy. 405 passing. I beat them in every category. That's how you win. They the number 1 offense. Bro, I beat the number 1 offense. On everything. Man. 6 for 6 in that red zone, boy. What? 7 minutes? Yeah, right, bro. Come on. Is that 27? Let's see that again. I should have played that Call of Duty though. Yeah, they battled. 75-yard touchdown to end that game. Look, I felt like somebody came open, bro. I was like, bro, I'm either dead or I'm dead. He blew his coverage right there. Mental mistake, buddy. And I seen that shit, boy. Okay. Now that's how you win in good fashion. Oh, jeez. That right there was big too, though. I could have had a touchdown right there, though. Oh, my boy coming across. Wide open. Yeah, 53 would have pulled it. Look, I about to hit him right there. Wide the fuck open. They be trying to bait you. Those interceptions are big too. I hit my goals, but I didn't hit that. Okay. Upgrade my boy. Let's see. Scrambler, improviser. Throw under pressure. I'm gonna scramble. I'm gonna put my scrambling power up. That. What? Come on, bro. Maybe I should peek field, John. Nice.